What's going on, guys? I'm here today to do an episode review for Magi, The Kingdom of Magic, episode 24. For those of you who think that that's the last episode for this season, it's not. There is at least one more episode, but it may be delayed, so when it don't come out next Tuesday on time, then don't freak out. It's just going to be delayed because of production issues. And it might be. It's not going to be. It's just a possibility. So this episode starts off from where they attack the medium at the last episode, when Ko and Alibaba basically did their big ass attack. Alright, so it didn't destroy the medium like we had assumed that it was gonna do, or like I had assumed it was gonna do. And basically what happens is they're not gonna be able to break the medium up themselves. And some demon god or something dropped down out of it. I didn't really understand that. It's basically a baby form of what the Alma Terran is actually trying to summon, and this is what Althorman is trying to summon. And this happened in the last world, and Solomon apparently found a way to defeat it. Of course, Aladdin knows about this because he got Solomon's wisdom, and it touches up a little bit on that. Then you have what's the remnants of Alibaba and Cohen's attack. It's pretty much incinerating all of the black gem that come out instantly, but it doesn't last too long. And once this thing gets out, anything he touches, all the Ryuk is sucked out of it, and it gives him power. So Cohen and Alibaba try to attack it with their full gen equip, and Alibaba was going back to the lava to replenish his Magi like he did last time, and the hands reached out of the medium and just fucking closed the volcano off somehow. But basically crushed it up. But I don't understand how it really closed the volcano off. But anyway, we know it's closed off now. So Alibaba's pretty much infinite Magi is not available anymore. And then Cohen and Alibaba actually tried to kill this new demon thing that popped down from the medium, and basically every attempt they had was futile. And even Aladdin tried to throw in his fire move, Harley Figar. I don't know if I said it right, but he attacked the medium and he was basically useless against it too. And then Cohen's, I guess you could say subordinates, one of them managed to figure out the weak point on the demon god, which means that he can only block with his hands. Well, he can only summon the circles to block with his hands, so anywhere else you can get through. So she starts sending rains of what looks like ice shards down on him. And basically what happens is he gets hit a little bit off that, and then they start using these little teleport spells when all of Cohen's subordinates get here, and they do a little bit of damage and get the demon god over into the sea. The sea is also something that contains Ryuk, my bad, and whatever the fuck you said, Ryuk. I said Ryuk, and it immediately made me think of Death Note. But what happens then is he sucks all the Ryuk out of the sea, and it helps him gain like a shit ton of power, and he grows like 100 times in size, and then basically grabs a hold of all four of the subordinates individually and basically renders them useless. And then Cohen and Alibaba couldn't do anything because they were just apparently far too weak for it, which was like, damn, because I was like, to me they were the strongest team after last episode, and then shit just like went downhill from there, for me anyway. And later on in the episode, you'll see Sinbad appears. This motherfucker right here, power is ungodly. This is fucking ridiculous. Him and all of the other metal vessel users brought along with him are going to attack the demon god, and then the subordinates attacked first, and they did a shit ton of damage with some kind of explosion. But it really still didn't phase him. It just damaged the shit that was around. I mean, it may have done a little bit of damage to him. It hasn't showed us yet, but I doubt it did as much as what most people would think, because they have to have a good fight coming on for this next episode. And so Sinbad's there with all of his badassness, and they're sitting there fighting the demon god, and Alibaba's like, they're here, I can rest now, and then just fucking drops his full Genetic whip and falls almost to the ocean when Morgiana swoops in, and apparently using her chains and manipulating the wind flow, she can now fly and has all kind of new badass powers that we're going to be able to see in the next episode, I'd imagine. And yeah, she is probably the strongest out of their little group now. And she's just fucking ridiculous. Like, whatever she did in her training, it helped her a lot. And we didn't get to see all of her training. We didn't really get to see much of in any of their training, which I wish it would elaborate a little bit more on that, because I liked how in most Shonen Jump animes that have a time skip, they actually elaborate on a lot on the training, or at least a good bit for you to know everything that happened. We don't really know everything that happened between their training, except for she actually made it to the old area of the Fanalis and climbed up this big ass wall to get across the gap. Overall, though, she's probably the strongest out of their little group now, besides obviously Aladdin. He's a fucking Magi. They're not going to be as strong as him. And Ugos. Aladdin brought up some Ugos to attack the thing, but unfortunately, they were the sand Ugos, not the real Ugos. But unfortunately, they were also deemed futile. So overall, we got to see a little bit of everybody's powers. We got to see everybody's full gen equip from the Cohen side, and a good bit of the full gen equips from the Sinbad side, and we actually got to see Sinbad's full gen equip. But I imagine he has more metal vessels. I believe it said he did, so we haven't got to see every bit of it yet. We just got to see one of his full gen equips, which was fucking awesome. Obviously, he came in like, Cohen, sit down, bitch. You ain't on my level yet. And basically, you see Sinbad going up to fight the demon god along with Morgiana. Morgiana's pretty much almost there. Sinbad's about to go to the demon god, and that's where it left off. And overall, 10 out of 10. It had great animation, character development. We got to see a lot of full gen equips, and plot advancement. We found out that they didn't destroy the medium. The demon god is down, and Sinbad shows up. Morgiana shows up, and everybody just going all out against it. So overall, this episode, I'd have to give it 10 out of 10. Alright guys, peace.